Welcome to our VirtuaLaw Legal Analysis series. In today's episode, we will discuss the meaning, application and sample case of Lifeblood Doctrine. Let's dive right into it. The Lifeblood Doctrine is a principle in taxation that states that taxes are the lifeblood of the government. This means that taxes are essential for the government to function and operate. Without taxes, the government would be unable to provide essential services such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure. The Lifeblood Doctrine has been upheld by the Supreme Court of the Philippines in a number of cases. In the case of Commissioner of Internal Revenue v. Manila Bankers Life Insurance, Gr. No. L. 29306, 1969. The court held that taxes are the lifeblood of the government, and without them, the government would be paralyzed. Application. The Lifeblood Doctrine has a number of implications for taxation law. First, it means that the government has a broad power to tax. The government can tax a wide range of activities and subjects, as long as the tax is reasonable and does not violate any constitutional rights. Second, the Lifeblood Doctrine means that taxes must be collected in a timely manner. The government cannot allow taxpayers to avoid or evade taxes, as this would deprive the government of the revenue it needs to function. Third, the Lifeblood Doctrine means that taxes must be used for public purposes. Taxes cannot be used for private purposes, such as enriching government officials or funding pet projects. Sample case. One example of the application of the Lifeblood Doctrine in the Philippines is the case of Commissioner of Internal Revenue v. Algu, Gr. No. L. 22471, 1968. In this case, the court upheld the validity of a tax on the sale of cigarettes. The court found that the tax was reasonable and did not violate any constitutional rights. The court also noted that the tax was necessary for the government to raise revenue to fund essential services. The Lifeblood Doctrine is an important principle in taxation law. It ensures that the government has the resources it needs to function and operate. The doctrine also protects taxpayers from unreasonable and unfair taxes. Here are some examples of how the Lifeblood Doctrine has been applied in the Philippines. The government has been upheld in its power to tax cigarettes, even though cigarettes are a necessity for some people. The court found that the tax was necessary to raise revenue for essential services, such as healthcare. The government has been upheld in its power to tax gambling, even though gambling is a form of entertainment. The court found that the tax was necessary to raise revenue for essential services, such as education. The government has been upheld in its power to tax property, even though property is a form of investment. The court found that the tax was necessary to raise revenue for essential services, such as infrastructure. The Lifeblood Doctrine is a flexible doctrine that can be applied to a wide range of cases. The key is that the tax must be reasonable and must not violate any constitutional rights. The doctrine also ensures that taxes are used for public purposes, and not for private purposes. That's all for this episode. Stay tuned for more legal insights in our future episode. Remember, understanding the law helps us comprehend the intricacies of our legal system. See you next time. Like and subscribe.